Hey guys, today we're going to be showing you how to change your front shocks on an FG Falcon. That's right.
And you need this.
You need a couple of tools. So we just got these Webco shocks off eBay. 130 bucks for the pair.
You put the tire under the car for extra support.
Support, no, safety.
Safety.
So get your car jacked up, get the front wheels off, put some safety underneath, like some jack stands and a tire underneath, and then you need to take off this unit here where the coolant is, and you will need a 10mm on here and just take that off because you need to access the strut top over there underneath. It looks like inside the wheel well. You got your wishbone and then your shock, which we're going to be replacing. So you need to get something to undo this. I've found this 19 should undo that, and then we need to also get under here to these bolts, which I have found trusty spark plug thing, which actually fits perfectly on there. As you can see, you can spray it up with WD-40 because it just makes it come out a lot easier. Woo. Alright, so Thomas has just taken this off himself, so we can now get access to the strut top there. Do you want to pull those leaves out that we've got there? Get those out, get it nice and clean. Very good job. Oh, there too as well, because we're going to have to eventually take that off. So Thomas is just spraying some WD-40 on there. Very good. Alright, so we've got our top bolts off. Now we're just taking these bottom ones off. As you can see, started to fall through. And these are coming out. I'm guessing it's spinning on the other side. Right there. So you need to stop that from spinning. Take this wishbone bolt off with this. It's actually the wrong size, and what's happened is I've just damaged the edges of the bolt there, which this is just slipping now. I don't want to keep doing it because I'm making it worse. So very important to have the right size. It's not actually 19, it's an 18 this. So make sure you use an 18 for that, not a 19. So I got it. I've actually got these special sockets that are made for taking this kind of rounded bolt off. That's what it looks like if you ever got a rounded bolt. Grab these. Helped me out so many times. And I've taken the shock out. What you do is you push this all the way up after you get the bolt off. So that goes in there. And there's this bolt here. It's actually not that one, it's a different one. This bolt here, it's actually got a flat edge on it. Sits just in here. Like that, with the flat edge on the flat side. Knock that out. Force the wishbone up, and then you'll be able to actually get your shock out. But you got to come out of this side, and there's these ABS and brake lines here, and you got to go through there. You got to be very careful you don't break these because you're going to ruin your ABS. So just be wary of that. Now we've got the strut out. The next step is to get your spring clamps, which are these things, and compress the spring down so we can then take off the top bolt and take the whole spring off on the top and then replace it with our new shock. Alright, so the first thing you got to do is make sure this is off and get this out somehow. There we go. So push that up and then the whole thing drops down, and now you actually have to lift the strut back up into the holes. And then we're going to bring it out of this side here, but be very, very careful of these wires. You don't break them. So go back into the holes, which will then allow your clearance from the bottom. See down there? And then just let it drop to this side out. It's pretty heavy, so there we go. See, now it's getting very close to these wires here, so you just want to guide it through, making sure that you pull them out of the way, and then there you go. There you have it. The strut is out. So once you got your strut out, you want to get your spring clamps on there. Make sure they're as far apart as possible, and then tighten them as much as you can so the spring's fairly loose. And then we're going to undo, Thomas is going to undo this end bolt here, which will release this top section. Very good. Alright, so we've just noticed when you turn this bolt, the actual whole shock spins with it. So what you have to do is find a ring spanner to fit. And in this case, it's a 14. And then get your shifter on the end. As you can see, the end is like kind of flat. And get shifter on there. And then you can do it yourself, or if you got a helper, that's even easier. Are you going the wrong way? Or am I going the wrong way?
No.
So once you've taken your spring off, then you want to get your new shock. See, this is the old one, the old silver one. And we've put this brand new one on here, and Thomas is just undoing the spring clamps. We've put our top bolt on. We've had to just use, this is a different design to the old one. It's actually got an Allen key head there. You can use an Allen key, or I just actually used a screwdriver. So I've shoved this inside there to stop it from spinning while doing this bolt up with a ring spanner. Ring spanner. So once you've got your new strut all set up with the new shock, then you want to just put it back in. There it is, the new shock. Reverse the process of taking it out. But what I've just noticed is that the bottom is not lining up, so where you go to put in, how can you see it there? This part here, it actually needs to spin, so I can line it up with this. So I just tried to realign it with a screwdriver and it snapped. There's my screwdriver. It's gone now to the graveyard. So I decided to use the old shock because it's a bit longer and stronger, and see if I can spin this around. Just might have tension not like that the whole time. Well, I think we've got it lined up now, which is good. A few slight bangs, but we'll get it in there. Just a little bit of twisting. Look how dirty my face is. And when aligning your strut back up, you can actually just use a jack underneath to help you get it realigned. Because you have to actually hold this up, and it's actually quite hard to like line all this stuff up. So you use the jack to give you that extra leverage. It makes it easier. And once you're done, just put your wheels back on, as Thomas is doing now. There it goes, perfect. Alright, so we've got our second one back in. We're just gonna put our water tank back on. And there you have it. Finished FG with new shocks. Couple hours on a Saturday. Save yourself about $500, but you get a dirty face and dirty hands. But yeah, good fun with Thomas, my son. I just wanted to make that video because I was trying to find one so I could do it. And I thought, hey, I'll just make my own one. So hope this helps you fix your car at home.